Remind me about the remind me about the stickers. Later.
Yeah,
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, y'all?
Bathroom I go to.
Mitch, Luker,
Cheers.
good to have y'all on here.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
We was talking about the aiming down
Cheers,
or hip fire in Call of Duty.
Fire.
My favorite.
So, he was like the guy that took the game overly serious.
So he was like really tactical with it.
Like
We
This matters.
all had
this game
jobs.
matters.
we like
It
his,
mattered.
This
his
is our
wife and
reputation.
kids.
So all you,
I love that he's going to be able to listen to this, but not be able to put input in.
dude. If you got something to say, put it in the comment section. Let's roast these motherfuckers.
We'll have you on here at some point.
Yeah. Defend yourself.
His wife and kids were going to die.
Oh my god.
We didn't disarm this bomb. So,
The house is gonna blow up.
oh yeah,
That's right.
that's the way I treated the game. It was
Yelling into the mic kind of guy.
It didn't matter.
This was COD Mobile. Let me remind you.
Yeah, we're on the phone.
I've never played that
At
shit.
work.
That sounds so
At work, playing
impractical.
COD Mobile and break.
Oh shit! I'm gonna.
That seems
cry.
hard
was,
to do.
It was only great at work. At home, the game fucking sucked.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But
We just play on our console, you know.
But this one game, I'm the last guy left. There's another guy on that team. And my favorite thing was once everybody dies, they can just shut the fuck up because you're watching my screen.
You've already died, motherfucker.
Yes.
Shut up.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm still alive.
Yeah,
If you were better than me, you still be alive. You
I'd appreciate
cocksucker.
if y'all would shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So I come around the corner and I can see like the guy's foot dangling through the doorway. He's planting the bomb.
Yeah.
So,
You just like blasted the door.
no, I
So
did
much
better.
funnier if you're there. Oh my god.
I crouch walk behind him so I'm quiet. And I just aim down the scope and look at this guy. And I do nothing. I just yell from across the room, shoot the motherfucker. And I'm just like trying to lock on.
Trying to lock on you, like pointing at the back of his head.
I may be a
scoped
foot-
in,
yeah.
and they just unscope.
I'm maybe a foot behind the guy, like squatted over him as he's like laying down with the rifle. And
Oh, and the guys just get to shoot him.
he's losing his fucking mind. And right about the time the bomb like gets ready to be armed, I switch from my sniper rifle to like a handgun or an MP5 or something.
Piece of shit.
Something that was not a one-shot kill.
Yeah.
That motherfucker stood up to run from me. And I no-scoped him. I shot everything but that fucking dude. I think I got like one bullet on the guy.
It was like Pulp
You
Fiction.
stuck with it till the end, though. You did not get down them sights.
That dude took off out the doorway. I reloaded. And I was like, fuck it. I'm all in here. This is what it is. And that dude killed me.
Damn. Around real quick.
And lost his fucking mind.
Oh, he was
He, like, slammed
cussing.
shit.
The greatest thing about Austin was if he wouldn't say anything and he was mad, all you had to listen for was a trash can to get kicked.
Oh, he's that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Dude,
He
he got
kicked
kicked so many times.
Luker and I, our desks were side by side, and
Did he go flying? Like he just
No, he just-
like field goal kick
it
or
was
like
under his desk. He just kicked the trash can.
motherfucker.
But Luker and I were side by side, pretty much laid back in our chairs facing each other.
Yeah.
You can hear me just laughing. My ass.
That trash can would get kicked. I'd look at Luker. Luker would look at me. I'd go right back to hip firing. And Luker would be
good.
crying, laughing.
You think I'm laughing now?
Oh, that
Just
shit-
trolling, dude.
Y'all used to prank each other a lot back there. Or at for like
Dude,
Right.
it was funny.
It was the best of 7.
Mm-hmm.
If we're up 3-zip, the next 3 I'm hip firing.
Yeah, of course.
Don't let me be the last guy.
That's a good point. That's a good point. It's hard to be mad at that.
Yeah, but man, I had forgotten about that shit. The trash can was the greatest, and that dude planting that bomb and dashing on me.
Mitch making mad may be one of my favorite duos.
What
You
the-
making Mitch mad was funny, but Mitch was he was so
The sawzall.
often with it. Yeah, dude, like Call of Duty, the Waters. You remember the Waters? Dude, the Waters. That was great.
So we had a thing at the team is that everybody went out and got waters.
Okay.
We didn't pay for them. The company paid for them. You just had to go to the department and confiscate waters.
Okay.
It's a wall.
Well, you take the golf cart and quit being a bitch. But you just go get it.
Yeah.
We had one person that wouldn't go get it.
He was
Okay.
just like, no, I'm not doing that.
It wasn't him. But
Do the math.
Yeah.
yeah, Austin hadn't went and got water in a while. And I had got enough water where I had a file cabinet and I stuck like 3 or 4 cases in that filing cabinet. Like took them out of plastic, lined them up in the fucking drawers.
Which you went and got.
I went and got. And I always kept my filing cabinet locked. And so Austin comes in one day and he was like, where's all the waters? And I was like, you want a water? And he's like, yeah. I was like, okay, no. Handed him one. And I was like, this is only a loaner. I need you to replace
You
it.
owe me one. you owe me. Just so you know.
Each
Oh, yeah. I'm
drawer-
happy to help you, but you owe me.
Each drawer held like 60 waters. But I would hand them a water and be like, I need a fresh one back to replace that one.
It's totally fair.
Yeah, it's
Go walk your ass over there and get the fucking water.
So
Thank you, sir.
God.
I come back to my office one day and my filing cabinet's moved like 4 inches.
It's a heavy filing cabinet.
Yeah.
Hey, this dude was like trying to break in
6
or something.
cases of water.
Oh, yeah.
In filing cabinet. Filing cabinet moved 4 inches. That's a lot.
Holy 6 cases of water in a filing cabinet. The whole filing cabinet is full of water.
I just wanted to throw that in there.
That's hard to move.
Yeah.
That's a lot of weight.
I come back in the
Holy
office.
He like
Hey.
lined up and like
The,
tackled the shit.
with me, these fuckers would move shit on my desk. And it would irritate me because I like shit
the way you
where I
like
left
it. Yeah.
He's OCD, you know.
where I left it.
And they know that. And they're
Autistic, if you
picking
will.
on you. That's shitty.
That motherfucker would. But, I come back in the office. I see it's moved. And I look at Luker, and he's already turned red.
Dude,
So
I
trying
tell
to-
you,
Dude's laughing as soon as you walk in. He just start laughing because he
If
knows.
he ever saw some shit, he knew just to look at me. Because
'Cause
I'm
you
either
could
not
die.
gonna
Speak to the
care
mic.
there's
Closer
no
to the
way I
mic.
don't tell.
Closer to the mic.
There's
Yeah.
no way I don't like give him some sort of tail.
Yeah, so it was only Luker in the office. So once I looked at him and seen him laughing, I knew it was my buddy in the corner.
Yeah.
So at this time,
We all know now.
I was even renting his house. I was living in his house as he was building a new one.
Okay. Yeah.
So I look at the file. I don't like to let things go unsaid. So I looked at the file cabinet and I
believe
was
him.
like,
I believe you.
did somebody move my filing cabinet? And it, of course, sat there quiet. And
I'm laughing.
he starts laughing. I can hear and fidgeting in the corner. And I was like, so did somebody drop something by my filing cabinet? I knew what it was.
Yeah. You were just
I was
fishing.
just-
You were just fishing.
Yeah.
I was just
It's
poking
the grandpa that asked you the question.
Yeah. He already knows the answer, but he asked you
Yeah.
just to see you fuck up.
Yep.
And
Say some stupid shit.
I say a few more things. And out of nowhere, it's like, why the fuck do you got 6 cases of fucking water in your filing cabinet?
But you owe me.
Yeah, I was like, well, once you give me back the one I gave you earlier, I'll give you another one.
I love the petty
You've got to replace the one you took.
You gotta be like that with motherfuckers like that,
do,
though.
you do.
But
Because they just won't go get the water.
Austin's a lot like me, where he loses shit, didn't see the funniness in it.
And then he'll laugh about it later.
Yeah.
That's cool. At least he can do that.
Like 6 months later, I moved out of Austin's house, and Austin never gave me back my water.
Oh, you remembered?
Oh.
You have
It's
what is the Palace of Hetty?
I had told him long ago. I was
exactly
like, look,
right.
you still owe me a water, but I'm willing to forgive it. I was like, it's just
Like it's $1,000.
yeah.
I'm willing to forgive you because
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
so
not-
kind.
I'm not gonna take it.
Person I
Yeah, I'm not gonna short you on rent. You know, I'm not gonna take out the rent or anything. You can just you can keep that water. So when I moved out, I bought 3 cases of water that was exactly like the water that
It
the
worked.
one used to get. I left them in the middle of his floor when I moved out.
Oh, nice.
So of
He probably
course
laughed a little bit when he saw that.
he comes over to check the house out. Walks in there with his wife, and she's, why is there 3 cases of water here? He fucking loses it.
Fucking asshole.
He's laughing about it and shit. We come into work the next day, and he was like, "Hey man, I got that water for you." No, just keep it. But yeah, he was. Do you remember the soccer game?
No, off the top of my head.
So one of my favorite things.
Oh, yes, I do. Okay, I'm back.
One of my favorite things to do is I let somebody get a couple weeks into a video game, and then I like cruising past them in a couple of days. I let them try to.
I just want the record to be known that he mentioned this about RuneScape one time, and I bet him a paycheck he couldn't catch me in RuneScape.
I started doing the research.
Never tried. He never tried.
No, I did the research.
Smart man.
Yeah.
He never tried.
Because he didn't know the game was like that. He
That's
did his
right.
research and found out I'm going to lose money.
Nope.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, nicely done. Nicely
He
done.
said that shit.
Because honestly, I could see him baiting someone into.
What
I
game-
said, I bet you a fucking paycheck you
Yeah,
can catch me
I'd
in
have-
6 months.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, God damn, that's a long time. That's
ain't
way
going
too
to.
bold.
Yeah.
I was willing to go at that point.
I'm surprised you
Luker
weren't
tipped
willing to put more.
it. Luker's the one that tipped it by being like, because Luker.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug,
Dude,
though.
I'm an instigator.
Me too, dude. Me too. I love it.
Especially like with them two. If I
Yeah.
get the opportunity, it's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you just sit back, get your popcorn. You know?
Luker's seen me do some pretty wild shit with video games. And just there was something about what Luker said. And I was like,
He said, I bet you a
can't do this
paycheck.
one. Yeah, I didn't even mind the paycheck. That's a bet I do all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll bet you my fucking paycheck.
for sure.
He
So-
would do it.
That's if you serious about some shit.
When I heard
I bet I
it,
put a paycheck on that shit.
You was
that
like,
means something. You
I'm
know?
listening.
Well,
Most
yeah,
people don't
means
come this
something.
bold.
all of it.
Yeah,
Well, I
all
was-
of it, the whole
And,
thing.
you know we're gonna pay.
And I was
Yeah.
like 1500.
Yeah.
I was like a 1500 total iron.
yeah, I was,
Yeah,
time.
he ain't catching you. Especially with how he played too. He ain't gonna let you catch
It was a fucking a job.
yeah, it
It
took
was a
me
second job.
It took me like 15 minutes to figure out because I was like, okay, I can
What is this fucking game?
write some programs or something. I can figure out a way to back scheme some levels on this.
Oh, like some like auto clickers and shit, like some
Yeah,
bot
yes.
shit.
There
Yeah,
was nothing.
It's too big and
Yeah.
too time sensitive.
Now,
yeah.
the Austin thing with the soccer game,
Okay.
there's a game called it was like a baseball version of it
Yes.
that I played like 5 years before.
Okay, so you already had like a little bit of know about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I already knew all the ins and outs. The thing about me is I learn everything the game lets you do because if it's in the game, it's not cheating.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not going to use codes. I'm not going to use glitches.
No
It's just-
USB, nothing.
Nothing.
As long as everybody can do it,
It's fair game. They put it in the game.
It's in the game, so you got to use it.
So you're like the Call of Duty guy who like all the rest of the community's complaining about what is it, Martyrdom or like Last Stand. You get shot at the end.
Yeah.
Fair game is it's in the game.
Yeah,
They
it's in
put it in the game to use, and I'm gonna use
Yeah.
it.
They can do it as well.
It's like sniping, fucking camping. Quit being a bitch. That's part of the game.
Part of the game.
So Austin,
Still a bitch though. Don't trap master is still a fucking trap master.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not, but you never saw me get
All
mad.
right, don't
about
hate the
Trap
player,
Master.
hate the game.
I got irritated.
I
at
respect
Trap Master.
both ends of that though.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I'm a
Two
hater.
things can be true though.
Yeah.
I think we're both on the same
Two
page
things
here.
can be true.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, fuck a trap master, dude. They're fucking pussies.
Oh yeah, I
Pathetic.
mean I've ran it and fuck them guys.
so
100%.
then he gets pretty high up in his game, and it was.
I love how
hey,
we're just shitting on
I know.
20 minutes of this
Damn, I'm
podcast.
sorry, dude.
This will be my last one.
I'm trying. I need to start looking for ways to defend this guy. I just don't know
Yeah.
him very well.
It's, I will tell you.
Keep
once I
roasting
finish
him.
this story, I'll tell you about the golf cart, and we'll leave on that one because I won that one.
Yeah, I want to hear a cool story about this one. Like,
the
tell me
golf-
his.
This is cool, dude.
I mean,
You would like
that's a cool story.
The
You-
golf
you
cart
would like
is
it.
Okay,
a-
cool.
blue belt
yeah.
in jiu-jitsu.
Okay, nice, nice.
So it's still
Good dude.
a blue belt in jiu-jitsu.
He wants to come through
Me
the
too.
screen and.
But it's
Me
been
too.
like-
I ain't hating.
But
I get it. Life
Yeah.
is life, man.
It's been
Life-
like 5 years for that dude.
yeah, me too.
Yeah,
It's
but
been like 3.
Dude, but being a blue belt is not like having your yellow or orange. It's a
Yeah,
little
but
bit deeper than that.
you
You
still
know?
drive by and see your gym.
That's true. I still go there. I still go.
Okay, so now we see the difference here.
So you talking shit? You said blue
I ain't
belt
shitting on the
ain't
guy. I ain't shitting on him for that. I ain't,
Nah.
Everything we say, that's what he's gonna get mad about.
I ain't shitting
Just
on him.
calling
I ain't shitting on him for that.
Nah, no, I
That's
ain't
life.
either.
Life's
Yeah.
hard. man.
Life's hard.
Busy as
Yeah.
fuck.
No, trust me, I understand.
They do to choke people out though.
Oh,
You'll hear about it.
You don't
He'll,
forget.
he'll
that.
choke 3/4 of this room
Yeah,
out.
he will.
He'll choke 3/4
Do
of this
it.
room out.
You'll hear about it.
He'll probably be the first person to listen to this podcast.
Okay, guys, nice.
So
Shout out to this dude.
he's got this pretty good score in this game, and he tells it to me, and I was just like,
That ain't shit, fucker.
let me look at this game. I look at it as soon as I see the logo, I know it's the same game. It's just repackaged.
Okay.
It's just
a
soccer.
new overlay.
Yeah.
So
He'd been working. This wasn't like a one day.
No,
He
this
put some time into it.
this
He was
was-
proud
There
of it.
was some time. Yes.
He was proud of the time. Yeah.
there was like 2 or 3 weeks involved in this.
Okay.
And like he hadn't even telling us
How quick did you catch him?
that day.
No.
Like literally 7 hours.
It was.
Like I caught him before he left work that day.
Yeah. It was exactly the worst case scenario you could imagine. Like
So you're just like ruining people's hopes and dreams.
That's
Like
what I
that.
do.
That's what you do.
So
He was feeling good about. Oh man, look at my build.
I just passed you.
In
Like-
2 seconds,
and
you
I-
suck,
like,
you pathetic
didn't-
freak.
not
I didn't-
fast enough to where it was boring, but at the exact right moment.
and I didn't tell him
That
that
makes
day I
sense.
beat him.
Yeah.
Like I let him go home with it. So I was like, as he left the office, I think it was like 2.5 million, like feet was the distance. And I was like, all right, man, my work's cut out for me. You gonna keep playing tonight? He's, I will. I was, all right, man, run that shit up. Now the bet was a soda, a 20-ounce from the pop machine, $2.
The pop
So
machine.
we like this cheap stuff.
Yeah,
It's
the
The pop
important.
machine. Across
Nah,
the
man.
yeah,
All it is
yeah,
is
across.
The
all
pop
it is-
machine across the
Yeah,
road.
across.
It was across the hall.
Yeah, that's right.
But
It's just a challenge of the man's ego. Is all it is. Fuck
Yeah.
the money and the drinks and
I
shit.
know I
It's
can't-
just a
Yep.
fuck you. I can do it. I'm a man. I'm fucking good.
I know I
fuck you,
can't beat
you
him
know?
in fighting. So, and I'm a piece of shit like this. I like talking shit. So this is my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I like it. I like
that's
it.
right.
He
Yeah.
won't beat me in a fucking video game, but he will beat the shit out of me fighting.
You still talk shit though.
Yeah.
I've seen you talk shit while being choked out.
Yeah,
Choking you
As you
out.
should.
I just want to throw that
I will
out there.
talk shit until I die. So that night, I think I ran my score up to like 9.5 million, like literally that day. And walked out. Luker's like, "Where you at?" And I was like, 2.7 million. And he was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And I show him, and he was like,
I just light up like a
Yes,
damn globe.
so
Happy
happy.
as hell.
Happy as hell. I like that too. God,
Hey,
I
where-
love the drama.
I do too. I do too.
"Why didn't you tell
I don't
him?"
get any drama in my life, but I love seeing it everywhere else.
Yeah.
Luker was like, "Why didn't you tell him?" And I was like, "Man, just let him enjoy the family one more night." And also,
You gave him that gift, man.
also,
Stupid.
I want him to walk in and hate work that entire fucking day. I want to see that. I can look.
Yeah,
over,
I can't tell him and let him get over it while he's at home. I need him to watch the process of him getting over it at work.
And that
Yes.
day, we were like, when him and I worked on the machine together, we worked on the matching pairs. Like he did the back, I did the front. So we worked towards each other. So this entire
You see,
time,
if I peek through the machine, you see him.
we can see each other.
So like you're like, are you like in a machine and like you're on the far end, he's like kind of on the far, and you can just kind of like see each other through the
Yes.
gears and shit,
Yeah.
like the
Underneath
you
the
see
rollers.
each other's little stupid ass heads, and little working and shit.
And Mitch just fucking
yeah,
like a meerkat through the fucking brush.
he sees you on the phone with the app, you're just kind of like facing towards him. You're like,
Well, that next morning, Austin walked in, and he came in like with a skip in his step. He was
Like-
happy as shit.
Strut.
Yeah, he was
like Vince McMahon.
Cloud. Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Cloud Nine.
Ain't no way this dude played as much as I played last night.
And
Yeah.
there's just
That's what he's thinking.
ain't no way I'm catching him. This dude says like Luker came in early just so he could see it.
I did. I would do it again in a heartbeat. It was worth it.
But Austin comes in and he was like, "So where you at?" And I was like,
I'm doing all right.
I did a pretty good number. Where you at?" And he was like, 4 million. And I was like, "Man, that's really not bad, dude."
It's not bad, dude.
And he was-
Pat on the head and walk by. It's not bad.
I was that's a tough one, bro. He's where you at? And I was like 9.5 million. Ain't no fucking way. He comes over and looks at it.
Impossible.
Oh,
So did you like stop with the game after that?
I did.
Yeah.
I told him, and like it led into like a secondary argument, then a tertiary
Of
argument.
course it did.
So it's like
You always fucking do this shit.
you're a cheater. It went from
Did you use like bots or anything?
no,
It was just
like
straight
I literally
skill?
showed Luker like 10 minutes after the deal.
He just knew how to
Austin
get points
could do
fast.
the same exact thing.
He just
Over and
figured
over
it
and
out
over.
in the baseball game.
So
The fastest way to get coin, and you just do it over and over and over and over.
The
Yeah.
way Austin played it was he was kicking straight down the freeway, and you could bounce the ball and get a turbo bounce once it hits the ground. I had found out if you kick it to the wall while you're still going up, you can do your turbo bounce off the wall and go even higher.
He just found a way to just.
And then that bounces you to the next wall, which even if you're coming down, you do your second turbo jump, you go back up.
I remember him telling me about a guy who goes. He told me, he goes, man, there's this guy who thinks that he can pass me, and like
in RuneScape.
And he's you were. It was around that time.
RuneScape,
yeah,
yeah.
it was RuneScape. Yeah. I go. Oh, there's no. This guy's. He just doesn't know the game. Like, there's no way.
Yeah,
And there was no way. Yeah, there's no
No.
way.
It was like 300 hours of gameplay, and that was like good gameplay.
Yeah, if he was to use bots, he would have got caught by the time you called him. So
Well, it's
Yeah.
when
If you used bots, he wouldn't have caught me.
he probably not.
No, it's when I had broke it down. The part of that game that failed me was some games you can log in 2 or 3 times at the same time and multiply your numbers. So I can play here, my buddy can play back home.
Oh,
and then my
yeah,
cousin can
yeah.
play
He was thinking
also.
a paycheck. I'm gonna fucking catch this bitch.
Yeah.
6 months, shit, 30 days.
Yep.
And then once I figured out that it was locked into like one person,
One account,
Mitch
One
was like,
account,
"Oh,
yeah.
this guy's got a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not. I don't have time for this."
Yeah, it was like there's no way I'm doing this solo. But to redeem, had this thing where every day he would ask Luker to drive him up front.
Yeah.
I never minded walking. I like walking.
Get a little exercise, yeah.
So give people.
So fuck the golf cart pussies, right?
Well, it
I'm
gave
a man. I'm a walk.
Unless you're getting 6 cases of water for the filing cabinet.
That's different though.
It gave the people that didn't like me another shot of seeing me. Because we all walk the same
Do you
way.
always think in terms?
It was about 50-50.
Do you always
Yeah.
think in terms of this, like
Oh.
pettiness, like this?
Yeah, you either love me or hate me.
That's right. That's
And-
right. Yeah.
Like
Both ways.
like that dictates things for you. Like,
Oh, yeah.
do I take the golf cart or do I walk? You know what? I'll walk because something petty, inner petty
Oh, yeah.
sentence. Yeah,
It's just.
that's interesting. That's
I
funny
get-
as shit.
I get the health benefit of it, of walking.
And the mental health benefit of it from walking.
Of smiling.
Smiling,
This is
cheesing.
like, as I would even talk to people that hate my guts because I know they ain't going to say nothing back. And I would have a 2-part conversation as we walk together. I would talk for them too. And just irritate them even more.
Talk for him. What do you mean? Like, so you would just
Like,
like
pretend like you're talking to your dog and like what he would say back.
yeah, you would
except
just
it's
do
a
that.
person.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like visualize.
Like you say something to the dog and then you like do the dog's voice.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
There was
Part
an
about that
MR
is you're gonna-
for a department right next to ours that would make the mistake of accidentally walking down that way sometimes. So I would say to him, "Hey, did you have a good day today?" And then I knew he didn't want to talk to me. So I would wait a second. He would just keep laser focused. And I'd be like, "You know what, Mitch? Yeah, it wasn't bad." And I was like, "You know what? Same with me." It's like, "You think about that stuff I told you?" I really think you're right about that. And I think you're
And
great.
he's just walking.
They're just right here next to me. And it's
And it's him saying all of this.
me
Yeah.
saying all this
Oh, I got it.
out
Yeah.
loud so we both can hear it. And it's just like, I thought about what you said, and you generally are right. And you're a great dude.
And he's like, not what he never responds.
No.
He's steaming.
He'd be like,
he's building steam pressure.
now he would talk shit about me when I'm not around.
Yes.
Which always came back to me, so I made
But
sure.
but when he was around you, he never would say anything.
No.
Never.
Am I
No.
thinking about the right person?
The rope?
Yeah, okay, got it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I thought it was
Just
too.
wanted to make
That's
sure.
what I thought
Go
it
ahead.
was too.
Yeah.
We'll tell you after.
But I would do this
Does he
shit.
make more money,
Yeah.
or is he same?
No, he was.
Right now, he probably doesn't.
No, he doesn't make more than I do now. But
But at the time, yeah. So he thought he was a little better because
I
of it, maybe.
guess.
no, he's just a piece of shit.
Okay.
Like I used to work with his son-in-law, and it's
Piece of shit too.
not from
I've
according
heard
to his
these
son-in-law,
stories.
but
Yeah.
he's
He's got something to say. He's like, I heard
He's,
some shit.
outside
The
of
gas.
outside of the ass kissing group at that store or that facility.
Uh huh.
He's not well received.
Damn.
As long as you can do something for him, you're the greatest thing in the world.
But if you ain't got nothing to offer, then fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever
that's how
push-
some people are.
If you ever push
know how
back
it goes.
against him,
Selfish people.
yeah. But go back and give this one bone, which Austin's proud as shit of. So we used to ask Luker. He used to ask Luker for a
Back
ride.
in the comment.
Yeah.
And
Back in the comment.
this one day, I happened to see what time it was, and I was, hey, Luker, give me right up front.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
He was like,
I forgot that's how it started.
yeah, it's because I'm petty.
Yeah.
So we both walk out the door together
They stirred a pot.
and didn't acknowledge that we left. He was busy with something. That's not good enough for me. So we even said bye to the dude, and he didn't acknowledge it. So I opened the door back up to the office, and I was like, hey, hey brother, I'll see you tomorrow. We're going up front. And he's like, hey, Luker, give me a ride. And I was like, too late, bitch. I already got it. So he comes running out there, and Luker gets in the golf cart.
I'm in the driver's seat.
He's in the driver's seat.
2-seat golf cart.
Okay.
And I are fighting over this seat.
He just refuses to walk, and you guys refuse to not find ways. Refuse to find ways. You know what I mean?
He's not going to let me beat him on something. He just is the same way I am.
So you're driving.
He's driving.
I'm driving.
Austin's is bigger than me, so he picks me up some and slides underneath me. And he was like, get the fuck out of the golf cart. And I was like, nope, ain't happening. This is it.
This is it. This is it.
Either-
I'm going down with this.
Either we all ride or none of us ride. I'll be here at 9 o'clock. I don't give a fuck. Luker's sitting there, and he's like,
I'm just.
I got shit to do, motherfucker.
Look.
I'll stay right here.
one of you motherfuckers need to get up. And since I'm not doing it, and I was like, I ain't doing it.
It's like, you know he's not going to do
I
it. You
said-
know he's not going to do it.
I called dibs on it. Luker, I got the seat, and I was like, we have the seat. So,
Yes.
with the uniform,
You got a lapel.
you got this big lapel.
Yeah.
Like a jiu-jitsu gi,
And,
if you will.
Yeah.
It's
and-
strong.
We Austin sort of squeezes it, and we're like sitting there laughing and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck you gonna do? Ain't gonna do shit. And he's like, I will put you to sleep because I'm an asshole.
He chokes him out.
Because I'm an asshole, I lean into it. Like I help him with it. Like
Because you don't think,
Yes.
you know, you're the pull the trigger, motherfucker.
so
And then he just does it.
well, he was
It was hot and loud, and then out of nowhere, everything got quiet. Everybody got calm, and I got scared.
Did you really?
Yeah.
in,
Just
fairness,
fucking killed Mitch. Oh, shit.
in fairness, he wasn't really trying to do it.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. I mean, a blood
I
train
just
don't take
leaned
much.
into it. I was like, this, you're gonna give up for I do. And
Watch me.
he's sitting there, and he like even says,
Just killed Mitch.
"You're about to put yourself out." Bitch, I don't care. I ain't getting off this golf cart. And we just keep talking shit. And I'm talking shit, and I'm talking shit. And then there's like a spark.
I like that thing. You wake up and they're like off in the distance. You're just laying there.
No, but like I start talking shit.
He wakes up and he's like, what the fuck? And you see him drop off like, fuck
There's
you,
like a
bitch.
small spark, like a feeling of warmth.
Yeah.
And I'm right back to talking shit.
Fuck you.
I look over at these two guys, and their eyeballs are big as shit.
Oh,
And I'm just, what happened? Luker's like, I just seen you die.
I'm pretty sure I was so scared I didn't stop. Like I
Yeah.
forgot that like this had happened because I was in shock.
really?
Yeah, I got scared for a second.
That was the only time all three of us fit the golf cart. He did drive us up front at that point.
Oh my god, that's wild. I wonder what would happen if like someone had saw that on camera or something.
Oh, we got a roof on the golf cart, man.
I like that, Sass. Yeah, it was good.
No blood, no foul.
No, Mitch
HR,
didn't,
that's funny as
for,
shit.
per se, he didn't actually, we're just kidding.
So, yeah.
right. Yeah, that's how it goes, man. Those lapels and the coveralls.
Did you
real good
did
for choking
you
people
did
out.
you expect when you leaned in? Did you expect him to choke you? Or do you think like, no, he gonna do it?
I did not expect to choke myself
Okay.
because he was just holding the lapel and his hand was there.
Yeah.
And I was just,
Leaned into it, and it was
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
put myself out.
right.
The sort of position where you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
But
I'm a big enough dick and arrogant enough. I was like, man, no fucking way. I got this.
Yeah, fuck around, find out. That's
Yeah.
the
That's it.
scale. That's the
That's it.
scale right
That's
there.
it.
But from then on, I don't recall using the golf cart to go back up front again. Like, it was just, we laughed about it a bunch.
All it took was one time for a good story.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Look at what you got, man. It's been the Mitchell Shultz podcast this whole time. What you got, man?
Dude.
What's your favorite Mitch
how
story?
the fuck am I supposed to follow this?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You ain't got to.
My favorite Mitch story?
Is this your favorite? What you got, man? Give us some deeps into the Sunny Lane Lucre days.
Dude,
Sunny Lane.
dang,
What's Sunny Lane?
My trauma tries to like put that where I forget it. That's
Right.
For me to like go retrieve.
Well, you ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to do all that.
I remember we used to go, and I've told the story on the podcast before. It's kind of similar to like it's a choking out story. Might have even said it. We might have had it on one of your podcasts. But we was going to the career center back in the day. It was like Ram BHP in Palmetto.
Bitches, hoes, and prostitutes.
Bitch, hoes, and prostitutes.
That's right. BHP.
That was the first thing I learned when I moved down
Bitches,
here.
hoes, and prostitutes.
BHP.
That's
I went
good.
to BHP. What does that mean? Bitches, hoes, and prostitutes. All right, good deal.
Yep.
Good deal. It was the
Wow.
worst class. Like I had this one class. This dude would come in with like a bottle of fucking like vodka and a water bottle.
Okay.
The other dude be fucking blitzed out of his mind, stoned. There was like emo kid with trip pants over here getting picked on. There was
Trip pants. You have a pair of those?
Nah, dude.
the
What about
Jinkos.
you,
You
Lincoln?
had some Jinkos. I know you had some
No,
Jinkos. You had no
no.
Jinkos.
I ain't got those in the hood.
Yeah, you can't survive with those Jinkos.
He had Dickies.
Yeah, he had
I
Dickies. He
did-
Fucking
Dickies for
Dickies,
sure.
dude.
He
I
Dickies.
still
Motherfuckers
got
got the same
Dickies.
pants since I've known him, and it's them pants right
Oh,
there.
the Adidas tracksuit
The
pants
exact same
My lady pants.
I don't.
and his flip flops,
Dude,
dude.
I just-
His lady
Man,
pants.
He's worked hard on these pants.
The lady
he,
pants,
He
man.
switches a lot of stuff up. Them pants are Mitchell Schultz.
I like being comfortable. Dude,
Who called him lady pants? Who was that?
my ex-mother-in-law.
Oh yeah, she
Dude,
was right.
The
I got a
pair,
pair.
the
They're-
pair and referral
Look,
they were
Your
I got bad news
called
for
them
you.
lady pants.
I got bad news for you, Mitch. My neighbor's wife. I was wearing a pair of those one day, and then she was outside. And she goes, "Oh, hey, Brian, I got the same pair of pants." And I look at Gabby and I go, "This bitch."
They're still good
Damn.
Y'all
pants.
I don't know if
Lady
I told
pants,
you,
yeah.
Lady
They're
pants.
comfortable though.
These
Comfortable as fuck.
motherfuckers
I
got
love
some
them.
lady pants, don't
They're
they?
good pants.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you
Look good with sneakers.
the story of the original pair.
Sneakers.
So the original pair I bought at Academy. They were in the men's section, had a men's tag on them. And I wore 'em.
Tampon in the pocket.
I wore them, and I ain't gonna lie, they were nut huggers.
Nut huggers, okay.
Then I was like, I'm gonna have to get used to this. I like being comfortable, but those are pinching.
But I got a little bit of a camel toe here.
My mother-in-law called them lady pants. I was like, yeah, whatever. Like a couple days later, I put on another pair. Same everything. They fit way different.
Did you and the ex-mother-in-law get along?
Oh no, she hated me.
She hated you?
Probably the same reason most people don't like me.
What's that? What's that?
Uh,
We get a lot of character.
Just
You
I'm
know,
such a great person.
But either like, yeah. Nice. Cheers.
strong.
I mean,
Cheers,
it's-
guys.
it's obviously not me.
You know it.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh man.
She hated me from the jump off.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Some people don't like brash, brutally honest people. I think. You know, some people don't like. They don't mesh well with it. I don't know what it is.
I think where
Because you're pretty open. Like you going if this.
I feel like that's why me and him get along.
Yeah, y'all
like, the
do.
first impression you get of me is going to be what I am.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
sugarcoat shit.
And I think the same for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and-
Because you are who you are, and you're like you can take me or leave me.
like
fuck
a lot
you.
of like
if
a
you
lot
know
of
what I
tech
mean.
scholars I've worked with, like young kids I've worked with, they're like, I don't fucking know if I like that guy when
Yeah.
they work with me at first, because I'm going to say what the fuck needs to be said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same where I am. Although I know the exact line drawn in the sand.
What's that?
I knew exactly where that was. I didn't know it at the time.
You
But
talking about with your mother-in-law, or
my mother-in-law.
Okay.
But I found out on the car ride back home.
you got to kiss your mother-in-law? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Fucking I think you should leave Tim Robinson.
Yeah.
He flips
But,
the water bottle and doesn't get it.
Flinched.
Yeah, now you got to kiss your mother-in-law.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta marry your mother-in-law. Yeah.
She one
Love
time
that dude.
It's so funny.
I love that dude.
she was one time talking about us having kids or something, or grandkids or whatever, and I was just like, I don't want a girl. And it's just, this is straight up, and it scares me to death of my daughter. I don't want a girl, and she was like, why not? And I was, because I come home pregnant. I thought it was a pretty innocuous statement. It's one of them things that's either true or it isn't. I just sent it out there. Come to find out, in high school, she came home pregnant.
Oh.
Well, you
That's
have it.
not my fault.
No, you were right.
Yeah. I mean, you can't blame me for being right. I mean, what kind of sense does that make?
Yeah, people handle like I don't know. They have a hard time with that. From
What, like the truth?
yeah, when they have
Yeah.
when it makes
Being
it feel
wrong.
uncomfortable, and they don't like that. They don't like that.
A lot of people aren't used to dealing with it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's weird.
I had a boss that tell me that just because you're right, do you want to be the bad guy? And I just had to look at him like, what the fuck does that mean?
Right.
You know, if you're right, you're never the bad guy. The people kissing your ass are the bad guys.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't make any sense. Well, yeah, you're right, but do you really want to be the bad guy? 'Cause you're not explaining how this works.
Yeah.
But he was just a shitty boss anyways.
Shitty boss. Shout out to the shitty boss.
There's a lot of shitty bosses, man. There's a lot of shitty
That
bosses.
guy, one of the reasons he didn't like me, which I found out early on too, once again on the ride home, he said something about me being at work. I never worked over for him. And he was like, most guys work overtime, and I was like, no, I'm good. Yeah, everybody's got perfect attendance, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to get that either. And he was
They
like,
give us 3 sick days.
yeah, he was like, why not?
No
And I was
incentive.
like, because at home, I have a wife and kid that likes me. So I'm going to go home to my wife and kids and spend my time with them,
You said a wife and kid that likes you?
wife and kids
Right.
that like me, and I'm going to go home. This was years ago.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're on the same page.
I was about to ask, where's
It's like 6 years ago.
where's the pettiness with the ex-wife at this point? Are you still like shouting out like? Are we still on the
Oh,
petty
you
train
missed
there?
the last update. He came on the podcast with the fucking villain mustache and goatee.
I mean, I wasn't
Talk about you
Y'all
got
already-
you
y'all
got
already-
6 days
Y'all
to
started,
respond,
so
or
now,
the
now
world's
I wanna know. Now I want to
fucking
know.
in
Y'all
shambles.
So you guys remember back, her boyfriend at the time, now her husband, threatened me from Key West, talking about this is Patrick, like it meant something.
Oh yeah.
It wouldn't matter shit if he was standing in front of me.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, fucking Patrick
This is
Star.
Patrick.
Patrick Star.
So during the divorce, I had to like tone it down and push it away, but I still had these "This is Patrick" sticker. You know, it's like 2 feet wide.
Uh-huh.
So I get the kids together. It's like, look, I'm not throwing this away. We're going to use it somewhere. Where do you guys want to use it at? One of my kids said, put it in the trash can.
Okay.
So if you lift the trash can lid up, that's what it says.
Patrick Star.
This is Patrick.
Just
It's
Dude, my favorite, like one of my first memories of Mitch was just like whenever we first started going to the AP school. You know, we're leaving at 3:30, right? And
trying to catch him.
I think like Jacob needed a ride home that day, or he's in front of me or something. And this dude pulls up at the red light right there at Pleasantburg to get 85.
I don't know directions, but I know what we're talking
He
about.
pulls up at the red light. It's like Godivas and shit, like
Oh,
straight
yeah,
in front of the
yeah.
Home Depot. You know,
You will believe this.
pulls up at the red light, and I'm like, or Jacob pulls up. I'm right behind Jacob, and then I just see this fucking. There's the sign XB, and it just goes flying through the red light at like 90, and I'm like,
I know exactly who it
and I
is.
text Jacob. I go, "Was that Mitch?" He said, "Yeah, try to catch him." I think I was in the Camaro.
It
at
was
the time.
you?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. That's just
Okay.
optional. And
So have you rode with Mitch?
Nah, but he's rode with me one time. Because his truck was broke
You're a
down.
piece of
We had to go pick it up. So I gave him a ride in my not Ford.
Shit. What an
Not Ford.
yeah, it's,
Well, he always used to shit on the Camaro.
Oh, so you deserve it then, yeah.
Yes, yes.
The Honda.
Yeah, he used to call it Sebring because it was automatic V8. With like blow the doors off of any car he has. Like,
It's a Sebring, you asshole.
and then he's
Yeah,
like,
that Sebring won't do shit.
and then he's like,
motherfucker.
and he's
you
like,
get that from your mom.
yeah.
then a few months later, he's like, "Hey man,
You live over by
yeah, you live over by
Area.
29, right? Yeah, man. Okay, well, you want to drop me off at a buddy's house? Oh, you didn't
Me and my
drive here?
Sebring?
You didn't drive here? Nah, man. I had to get some stuff fixed on the truck, and he's like, well, he kind of mumbles it.
So you hit the fucking gas?
Yeah. I guess we'll in the truck. I just need to get dropped off. Yeah, I'll take you there, man. I got you. I'll take you
It's
there.
right
In my car.
I just need a ride of it. You know. I
And
just
what
need a
made
ride.
it bad was when I got home, like I dropped off the Scion and picked up the shit for the truck. And my kids are like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "To go get the truck." "How you getting there?" And I was like, "Bryant." And "Oh, what's he driving?" And I was like, "Fuck you guys, stay in the house." And sure enough, you know, they come outside to watch this adventure, and there's no good way of swallowing that one.
And you know, like the classy guy I am, I didn't rev it. I didn't say anything. I just drove him and act like nothing happened. Listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers and just.
He didn't need to because him and
You
my
know.
kids were laughing at me as soon as I started walking to the Camaro.
Really?
You know what?
Oh, yeah.
You just drive like normal and act like nothing ever happened. He knew. We knew. We all knew. It was unspoken.
Yeah, it was a quiet ride from the passenger side.
I know.
You know.
It was,
uh,
yeah, we got to work the next day and
You ever rode with this motherfucker?
with Luker
Yeah.
just on the golf cart.
don't drive and ride in the car with him.
How do I drive and ride?
Don't ride in the car with him.
Oh,
If you get in the car, you drive.
What's so bad, man?
I,
You get in the
I'll let
car?
him tell this one. I'll
Hey,
let him tell this
drive.
one.
I need to hear this story.
I'll let you go.
No, you got it.
Man. We went to Asheville. We was going to stop at Sierra Nevada on the way. I was like, all right. He got the Honda, right? Was it Honda?
Shit, I think it was Subaru, right?
Nah, it was a
Les-
little piece of shit.
No.
The Les
yeah.
Brew?
The
Little piece of shit car.
Lesbaru.
It was like a little gas saver.
It was like a Honda or like a.
Toyota.
Yeah, that's
Toyota-
what it was,
yeah.
Toyota Corolla or
Toyota,
something.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
We was
Corolla.
on like
Yeah.
was we going like 75, 80. Probably like, this is the extra right here. We just missed it. He goes, no, we don't. No, we didn't. Through the fucking. Like if there was the water things, he would have clipped all the water barrels and fucking.
My man.
I was
He
like,
legit said, no, we didn't. All the fucking rumble
forgot
strips.
about
talking, dude.
Oh, yeah.
100 until the light, until he's going like 100 until the light, like until like 20 yards for the light, then the brakes, and
Let me
then
just
go.
say, we made it.
We made it.
And then on the way back, I'm like, hey, man, I'll drive for you so you ain't got to. You know, like,
Fuck,
My
man.
mom always told me never outrun your wallet, and Luker sounds like he was doing just fine.
yeah, probably so. Yeah, you know, he's made good decisions. He's made some good decisions
I
in
am
life.
broke.
Believe it or not.
That's an experience, man.
Believe it or not.
I
Don't
challenge,
judge. Don't judge
challenge
the next
you.
car.
I
No
challenge
judge
you
the
to get in
next
the car
car.
with that motherfucker.
Challenge you.
Dude, I wonder, dude, you think I
No.
make someone more scared or Mitch make someone more scared riding in the car?
I'm gonna be honest. I,
But
for some reason, trust Mitch's driving ability.
It's-
let's say Mitch trying to scare someone, me driving normal.
Mitch from
Oh,
Detroit. This
I would-
motherfucker can
Yeah, I
drive.
don't-
I'd ride with
believe-
Mitch, man.
I agree he can drive.
But there's some chaoticness that he might have. He might get into some like
Nah.
unnecessary
He got too much
road
ego to wreck.
rage.
He got
and
too much
then-
ego to wreck.
And then all of a sudden you following the motherfucker down the road for 20 miles. you
No,
driving
the problem
away.
is someone following him down the road.
Yeah, I had a cop on the way here.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
We were doing a speed limit. He was on my bumper. He didn't like that speed. He wasn't gonna like the next one.
You think it was the murder wagon sticker on the back of your truck?
I don't know, but we were doing.
Has it on the back of your truck? Murder wagon.
In
Yeah.
red, with some brass knuckles beside it.
We were doing 30 down 29.
That's it.
Yeah,
God, there's a line behind them.
Oh shit!
yeah. There's a line behind him.
Just waiting.
Only he was behind me.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I mean, it's
You remember the Baccarat game?
yeah. I still play.
Yeah, that was just like one of those. You know what Baccarat is?
Baccarat, yeah, you have refreshed me. I know what it is, but
It's basically
I've
like
never played
roulette.
it, but yeah.
It's basically like roulette. You know, you got
Yeah, it's like
black-
Korean,
you got
right?
black,
Isn't it
red,
Korean?
You got black, red, and green.
yeah.
You know.
Okay.
49, 49, and
Okay,
2.
yeah, I got you.
51, 49.
Yeah,
51,
it's 51, 49.
Yeah,
51,
the
It used to be way better than it is now.
the tie doesn't count because the tie is so rare.
Yeah.
Okay. 51-49, that's the whole point of the odds, is that
got
if
you.
you play it enough, you will win.
Yeah.
As long as you can outlast the table.
As long as you can outlast the table.
As
If
long
you got
as
the
you
money to outlast the table, you're going to make
You're
profit.
going to win, yeah.
The
I lost.
most hands I've heard of now is 7.
I lost 10 grand in an hour and a half.
10 grand an hour and a half? How'd that feel?
I still skipped my car.
You skipped to your car?
Yeah, that week I'd made 40,000.
Really?
Yeah.
So it was like,
Real
You remember Professional Gambler? First time he was on here.
yeah.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
I had,
Yes.
We got a guy we need to introduce you to.
I bet if you two motherfuckers
Legit,
got
though.
together,
Like gay love.
it could
No.
be if that's what you're into.
I don't think
know
he's
if
into that.
He's married,
He
but
might be now.
The throat goat.
the throat.
Unironically. Yeah, you like what I did there.
Luker said, "Oh shit."
These motherfuckers I play Call of Duty with, they're always talking about no throat and shit like that. Bitch, I have an esophagus.
Throat goat and who? And what?
No, it's they make fun of me for not having a throat, and I don't have an esophagus. I have a throat, and then
So how does that work? Is that like a stomach?
that is my stomach.
Damn, that's fucking crazy, dude. That is insane.
It's been weird as shit for like 20 years now.
Yeah.
Can I bring up the balloon?
Yeah,
Say that into the mic.
give,
I
give,
just said, can I bring up the balloon?
What's the balloon, Luker?
I'll give that boy a shout out there.
This is Mr. coming back into the
Back. This is the show.
I'm good with it.
I-
It's like Chris Harris. He's like Chris
this,
Harris.
yeah.
This is a solid one.
This was funny enough to where mid argument, wasn't asked if it was okay for him to do.
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he like stopped.
So
and was like,
let's-
is it
let's
okay
hear
if I
this.
like? Yeah, go ahead.
I can't lay the story out that well, but this was even after I knew Mitch, so they're in some sort of scuffle type situation or whatever.
We're
so,
bickering.
Yeah,
Yeah, chirping back and
And-
forth.
Yeah, it's just what Austin and I did daily, but we love each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just we're talking shit nonstop because I'm right, he's wrong. And according to him, he's partially right, and I'm always
I
right.
ain't trying to argue with you.
Yes.
I already know. Not even trying.
So basically, decides to attack the heart. Even after he asked, just to make sure that this was okay, takes a latex glove, makes the balloon, ties it up real tight, proceeds to walk from cubicle, his cubicle, over to the other cubicle because it's worth getting up. We're tired. We
Yeah.
don't feel like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
worth it. So he walks over to his cubicle and proceeds to say what Mitch has just said with the balloon.
It's fucking great, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
Hey,
That
Luker's
funny.
like, you're not going to come back on this, man. That's a good bit.
Yeah, that's good. That's the beauty of it. Like you are like, you know what? That's fucking good. You
Yeah,
know, I always like guys like that who can, or people like that
It's-
who can,
Yeah, for sure.
laugh at themselves a little bit. You know.
I do enough dumb shit. It's rarely.
You're wearing an ICP shirt, so we already assumed if
Clip
you're a
it.
juggalo, you're doing some dumb shit.
Clip it, put it in a post.
I bought my kids tickets to go to ICP in May.
Yeah.
And,
Did they decline?
No, you fuckhole. My kids were fucking stoked, you piece of shit. But
Oh,
the
sorry.
concert got
Okay, never
moved to
mind.
an 18 and up.
Clip that timestamp.
So then I had to
Test it.
go back and let them down. So their heroes are, I can't say they're heroes. But a band
God,
they
I
wanted to
fucking
see-
hope not. man.
A band they wanted to see, they're no longer able to see.
It would be fun, I'm sure, in concert. It would be fucking great.
Are they from Detroit too, or no?
Yeah.
They are. Okay. I wasn't sure.
They copied a lot of Eminem, if you didn't know.
Please keep going. Please keep going.
It's funny you brought this.
You was
copied him,
kind
they copied Eminem.
That's right. You was kind of anti Eminem because you
No,
were saying that
I shit on Kid Rock nonstop.
you do what?
I shit on Kid Rock nonstop.
Right, because you said karaoke, stealing all everybody's shit.
Yeah, I can.
You know what's kind
guarantee
of
this.
funny though is that like I can kind of see. That.
Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah,
It's on the way home tonight. I will hear a beat that somebody else wrote and performed, and I will change some lyrics up.
yeah.
The only difference is I'm not putting it on a record to sell it.
Right.
He went platinum selling rhymes.
We went
went
platinum
platinum
seven times.
seven times. So when I start my new job, my first now night shift, I meet this dude. And first off,
It's Kid Rock.
no, but they send me to a department I'm not supposed to be at. Go figure.
So you can't already count. You coming in with asshole energy. I know. You was like, I'm already some shit I ain't supposed to be doing.
I'm already. Getting
I'm about
paid.
to be. Oh, so you're just chilling.
Oh, I'm already getting paid stupid amount.
Oh, yeah, so you're just like,
I
fuck
don't
it.
give a shit if
Yeah.
I stand here 12 hours. This is what I was told to do,
Yeah.
and I'm going to do it better. Well, not the best, but I'm going to do it.
Do it better than the worst guy.
I'm going to do it good enough to come
I'll
back
do it. He
tomorrow.
was gonna say, I'll do it better than anyone. Then he's like, stop. He's like,
No, it's-
I'll do it better than the worst guy.
Yeah,
It's
it's-
gotta be.
I'll do it,
I
I'll do
will
it good
be the
enough
best,
to come back tomorrow.
but I will do a decent. I will do an okay job. All right.
Every time.
But
Yeah.
the guy I ended up talking to, he was from Detroit as well. And we kept talking about it, and I was like, the first time I see Kid Rock was outside of ICP show, and he was handing out flyers to this Yodeling on a Shit Sandwich CD. And he knew exactly what the fuck I was talking about, where it happened at. It was St. Andrews Hall? I was, yes. Oh, yeah, I used to go there a lot. And it was a weird dynamic because for the first 20 minutes, I shit on Kid Rock. This guy didn't dispute it. And then the next 10 minutes, we sort of shit on Kid Rock. And I was like, we fucking get it, bro.
Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna disagree that Kid Rock fucking sucks, but I kind of like it. I kind of get it, dude. Devil Without a Cause. It's a good album.
That's it.
It's a good fucking album.
Cowboy.
Well, we're not. I can ignore the rest.
Yeah, I mean,
It's party music.
it's
Party music.
Just something for people to enjoy.
I'll tell you this much. If I ever wanted to hear Metallica, but not Metallica, Kid Rock.
The Sabbath True riff. Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Savage to say.
Yeah, if I ever wanted to hear,
Leonard Skinner, but not Leonard Skinner.
Kid Rock.
Bro.
Yeah, you wanted to hear Warren Zevon. We can keep.
I
doing
don't
it.
think I'd ever want to hear Warren Zevon.
It's Werewolves of London.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit.
But he
fuck
did that song.
Well,
I was copying you, man.
Yeah, it's. I accept your value.
The value.
It was, what was the song? The summer song, All Night Long. What was that?
It's.
It was 1985.
Oh, God.
I don't know the lyrics.
You're about to get kicked in the pussy.
Kicked in a pussy.
In your dickies.
Your kickies and your dickies.
Is he still out there?
Huh?
Is he still out there?
Yeah, shooting Bud Light
Who?
cans.
The fuck you right in the pussy guy.
Oh,
I got something a whole lot scarier.
This is legendary, dude.
I used to look forward
fucking
to
right in the pussy.
seeing
He
the
had
guy.
like the hoodie and the glass with the
I
beard.
have
Yeah.
seen that dude. Just not the actual dude. I seen the video
Yeah.
of
Fucking right in the pussy.
him running up on that sub reporter.
That was like fucking hot middle school. For
I
me.
miss like early days of YouTube. That's when it was
Yeah.
like.
Dude, does anybody remember the no ad days of YouTube?
my
Oh yeah, that was like 10 fucking years
I
ago.
know,
At least.
yeah.
It was more than 10
I
I know
years.
y'all all do. I just said it
I
like
was-
that.
Yeah, I know. Yep, dude.
I feel like Luker would have been a perfect candidate for Jackass.
For Jackass?
Yeah, like if YouTube was like blowing up now and you were a kid, like I feel like you could have really done some funny shit.
I would have. My brother would have done a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
I could have entertained.
You would have got roped in. It'd have been
Yeah.
Logan Paul, Jake Paul, man.
Oh.
Dude, they're fucking rich off of
He-
YouTube
He
doing
said,
stupid
he
shit.
said, ugh.
You can't shit on
Okay.
Logan Paul and
Well,
Jake Paul.
No,
Yeah,
I mean, you
man,
can. You can. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
Oh, you
I-
can
I
The
will
definitely.
motherfuckers are rich off of YouTube. That's a
Yeah.
good thing, you
I
know?
won't say I don't think. I'm not one of the people who is going to say that they don't deserve the money they've made.
Hold on a second.
What?
I like this. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm interested.
You're sitting here saying that being Logan Paul and Jake Paul is not a bad thing because they're rich off of YouTube.
That's what he said. He
That's
just said that.
what you just said. I got news for you.
I was comparing them, yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
yeah.
then I'm gonna complete your thought process.
Okay, yeah, complete my thought process for me. I appreciate that.
Looks like we finished
If
up
you
the
get
sentence.
ass in a gay porn, it isn't the same as getting girl ass. So
And a straight
saying-
porn.
Yeah, so saying Jake Paul and Logan Paul,
I don't think that's a good comparison at all.
you're getting fucked. That's how I accept it.
No, I don't think that's a good comparison at
I would
all,
rather
man.
be
I'm not
broke.
following you.
I'd rather be broke and not get fucked in the ass by a gay dude than be Jake Paul. Logan Paul. Get fucked in the ass by a gay dude.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that, Luker?
You thoughts on that one?
He's like, oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I don't want.
Would you rather be fucked?
Ass,
Here,
so-
let's- You don't want to get fucked in the ass?
No, negative.
Not even
Negative.
by Mitch?
No, not even. Not
Okay.
even.
Are you still doing the? Are you carrying on the washcloth?
No,
What's
but
the
I'm
washcloth?
glad that you bring that up.
I see the
because
picture today.
I have good opportunities for the washcloth.
Good.
Oh,
And I didn't think about
I
it
do
until
remember the
you
What's
said
the
that.
washcloth?
But
That's
now,
like a jerk off
I'm-
rag.
now I am
Luker,
gonna
tell
bring it
him
back.
about the washcloth.
You want me to tell him?
Dude.
I want Luker to talk because he's being quiet.
Okay,
Susie
let
over
him
here.
eat.
I do want to talk, but I'm still gonna let Mitch tell this story because he's just generally a better story. But this is the most significant washcloth of my life, and I didn't even touch it. I will say that.
What?
I will say that. This
It-
is my favorite
What?
washcloth of all time.
It goes on to me fucking with people.
Well, I thought it's like a cum rag story.
No,
Okay.
Dude, it's
not very
it's hard
far
to
off.
explain. It's
Okay.
It's
So what's up
on
with
the
the-
same level.
So
All right, go ahead,
What's
Mitch.
up with this? What's up
All
with
right,
this?
so at the facility we all worked at, you had some heathens that wouldn't take. You have to shower every day after work, and
Otherwise, your car's fucked on the inside.
Yeah.
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 So
Or you walked out of the plant with black feet.
Dude,
the one.
we all know the one.
don't touch the floor.
Anyway.
So,
I'll tell you that later.
So once you find a shower you like, that's your fucking shower.
Okay.
And you will find guys that they'll sit
Dude,
there and
some
lie that they're not waiting for that shower,
They are.
but they're waiting for that shower. Like 14, that's my shower.
Yeah, I waited for showers too.
If somebody-
Really?
Yeah,
There was only 4 in my
Oh,
locker
yeah.
room, and I had one that I liked. I liked the water pressure. I'd wait on
yeah.
it.
There's
Okay.
I'd go to the fucking bathroom. I'd go to the Coke
Yep.
machine,
Yep.
the pop machine, if you will.
You'd be doing your fucking nails,
Okay.
trimming your nails, not queering up. But
Queering up.
yeah,
Okay.
It's 2025, I guess.
Brian knows about that. But so
That's right.
somebody in my shower, and like I said, my shower.
You can name drop.
Dude, can we? Because this makes it
I thought
so
we could
much
definitely
better.
name drop Forrest, right?
Yeah, it's a forest.
Okay, so you did.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
everyone's
definitely name drop
I've
Forrest.
never heard Forrest.
Forrest was the guy that
Lost his finger.
didn't come to the gym to fight. That said he could beat me in a fight.
Oh yeah,
That didn't show up on a Saturday. That was like
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
he was one of the two.
Okay.
David Patterson was the other. He's been on the podcast.
Yeah, I know David.
but that dude. will
Forrest
throw
also
down.
a good dude though. I do like Forrest.
Yeah. So there was somebody that kept like getting in my shower, which prolonged my work day. I'm still on the clock, still getting paid. So I'm not mad. I'm just irritated somebody's fucking up my shower.
Yeah, sometimes you got shit to do after, on the
So-
wrong
No,
day.
no.
Yes.
Sitting in the locker room
Yes.
was the shit to do.
Please explain fucking up the shower, because it's not like they just
Yeah, what-
left the water running.
Yeah.
So
It's-
it would be
Or how do you fuck up a shower that's not really yours?
Exactly. That's why I asked for him to explain it.
you would get people that fucked up the shower curtain because it's not theirs. They fucked up the wall because it's not theirs. There was a tray to put your condiments or whatever the fuck you ate in there. I don't fucking I don't know what people did in there because I never used it.
Holy shit.
But you'd walk in there and like all this shit's fucked up. I just used this bitch yesterday. So only like
So everything's out of order for you. Like, out of order, it's like kind of messy, kind of like
well, it's just fucking up the shower.
everything's got to be the way you want it.
So it's
'Cause it's
once
your shower.
Once you find a good shower, it's like a woman. You take care of it. You like
Stick your dick in it.
Like jerking
You
off
do.
in there? Is that
you
what's
do what
going
you
on?
gotta do. You keep it nice.
Do whatever it takes.
Once you find out it's banging somebody else, you fuck it up. But you make the shower last as good as you can.
Okay. Okay.
So, Forrest, I don't know who it is, but somebody keeps fucking up my shower. Whether it's
Till this
fucking-
day?
No, I don't work there anymore.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But
No
it's
shit.
whether they fuck with the soap bottle was the big one.
Yeah. So
They would take the pump out and just pour the shit into their hand,
Dude,
and
that's-
then not put the shit back together. There'd be soap all down the wall.
Oh my god.
So it's fucking.
This is my jerk off spot. I need to be happy.
Dude,
Thank you.
Once again, not even that big of a deal. Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm with Mitch. I hate that shit.
I do hate the
hate
pump
it.
thing. That's annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
Because sometimes those bottles are a bitch to get back the screw,
Yes.
screw back on.
they
I have
don't
to
want
say
screw back
this.
on, and
They're
when you do,
shitty.
You gotta like
all
prime
there's
that little
something that
shitty
like
ass pump.
all the guys, all of you have in common, and maybe like where I work or whatever is the same way, but
Gay?
you all yes. But not only that, I feel like you are very particular on the way you like to do things.
You gotta be somewhat retarded to do our job.
You very like you have the way
Yeah.
you like to do things, and that's like the way you like to do things. Like anything outside of that, I don't know.
If you're trying to cross the street
Mm-hmm.
and you walk up and there's like a few other strangers right there.
Mm-hmm.
There's two type of people. There's someone who's gonna push the button even though they know damn good and well someone's already pushed that button. And there's people that are gonna be okay with just standing.
Because they're like someone's already
over.
pushed it.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, which one are you?
I'm walking down the next.
I
corner fucking people.
don't push the button.
I walk to the
If there's
next
a lot of people
corner.
already there, I don't push it. I
Yeah, if
don't
there's
push
a
Yeah,
lot
I-
of people there, I'm not pushing it. Now, if
I just
walk
wait.
up-
I just wait for somebody to jaywalk, and I jaywalk with them like an adult.
Yeah.
If I walk
I'm
up,
the
and it's
guy
one-
that jaywalks first.
If it's
Yeah.
one dude,
I
that
don't
looks
like people.
questionable,
Well, normally I
I'm
am, but
gonna
I
press
just
it
don't
twice
care enough.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
To make sure they know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't trust you. Yes.
Yeah.
But I got this picture right here, which is what made me put. So
Whoa.
right there's the washcloth.
Let me see this picture. Let me see
Yeah,
this.
let me see it.
It looks like I thought it was a fucking vagina soon.
So what
I was
I
like,
I didn't realize
whoa.
you put it there. That's amazing.
so what I did every
Like a little
day
bow.
That's pretty.
when I knew I got there first
Uh-huh.
is I would run the washcloth through the handle of the bottle and just there can that irritated people.
Just like the
Yes.
soap drips down and makes it slippery in the floor. Or
No,
something?
No.
because he wiped his fucking ass with the washcloth,
Not
and
even
that's
that.
what you assume when you see the washcloth. I'm not touching it.
It's just
It's
like
not- it's
dripping.
not even that.
Don't, if you walk in, there's a washcloth.
I don't. You don't touch the washcloth.
Yeah.
You don't. Of course not.
I take my.
That's-
They have flip flops for the shower.
Yeah, I bet.
I would
yeah.
take my flip flop and I would push it to the next fucking
Into the
shower.
next stall.
That's
Into
the
the
only
next
way I
shower.
would touch it. If I have two washcloths, just by chance,
Oh, I ain't touching no
I'll use my
fucking
washcloth to
wet
touch their washcloth.
Yeah.
I won't even do that. Unless I can get it with the flip flop, nope.
Nothing
It's
made me
staying where
madder
it
than
is.
seeing a washcloth left in the shower.
Oh,
There-
that's
there-
so. It's
there
that's
it
so.
is.
There's a bin. There's a fucking bin. Just put it in there.
That's what pissed me off was every day I'd get in my shower, there would be a washcloth like that, the top of the bottle taken off, and it was still like dripping water out. They didn't even like wring the fucking water out of it.
It's just there dripping.
whenever-
You're not gonna. You gotta like
whenever-
touch it and pull it out of that little.
So whenever he
oh
says there's
God.
a bin, you don't have to do literally.
The bin
nothing.
is the fucking 50-gallon trash can.
Yes.
You just
Instead
yeet
of
that
putting it
motherfucker
where
from the
you are,
shower.
Yes, you
Yeet
can
it.
just throw it in there. Nobody.
I would
cares.
legit
Like,
wash
it's-
my body
it's
off, and
zero
at the
work.
end, I'd wipe my ass with it and fucking throw it in the bin.
Yeah.
Yes.
From the shower.
Yes.
And if I didn't make it, I'm an adult. I'll touch it and wash
Yeah,
my hands,
yeah.
you know, whatever.
Oh, that's the worst place for it to be too,
Right,
because it's like
it's-
kind of like dripping on your feet a little bit.
There
If
you
they're
go.
doing
Yeah.
it, they're
So
being an
I would get in the
asshole.
shower and this water be dripping on my foot. And I was just, okay, fuck this. I'm not doing this shit no more. So I started leaving early for the showers. I had to
Okay.
be there first.
Yeah.
So I would go in there and leave my washcloth in there every fucking day.
So they stop going to that stall. Fuck it. You know, I ain't got the energy to keep battling this. I'll just go to stall 13 instead of 14.
While he's
No, no,
doing
no.
this,
I would
I'm
leave
working with the guy
15
he's
minutes
pissing
earlier.
off.
Say that again.
While he's doing this, I'm working with the guy he's pissing off, and I don't say a word because I'm enjoying
Yeah,
every
yeah,
fucking second of it.
I did this shit for months and had no idea who it was.
And Mitch just texting, hey, hold him hostage. I keep him there for a few more minutes.
Oh, it's just so you can
Aye,
finish
aye,
up and
Once I found out who it was,
so you could finish.
and it was like, I got called to their office one day. Hey, you get a chance, come over here. Brian's here too. And I was like, all right, I'm away.
I was there. Yeah, I was there.
So
for
I
this.
come over there, and Luker's like, hey, are you still leaving your washcloth in the handle of the soap bottle?
Dude, let me go ahead and say I had to. It wasn't one of them like, hey man, you got any idea? No, it was like severe.
how many like shower stalls are there? It seems like there's
In their
not
locker room,
enough.
there was an ass
20.
load.
There's like
20,
16 or
25.
20.
Yeah.
And there's a
Somewhere
lot of
around
locker
20.
rooms, though. There's
Okay.
a lot of
But
locker rooms. There's
that's-
enough.
But like 8 of those weren't functional.
Yes, like out of those
But there is
20
enough, though.
Out of those 20, out of one row, let me count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 showers are normally used out of probably the row of 10. So I'd say 50%
Okay.
are like people's showers.
Okay.
So really, 10.
And then of those 10, only like 4 are really good.
Yes.
You've got like 6 doables, and then you got like 10 that are. Some of them don't even have a shower head to
Oh, I
them.
can
Yeah,
tell you,
what was
it
great
goes-
for me
it
is
goes
that-
14, 17, the one right
the
past
Oh,
17,
so
and the
since
one
like
near 14.
50% of them are just shitty, people are like, I just want a good shower. Who doesn't want a fucking good shower?
So what was
Okay.
great for me is that I was in the locker room with Jacob Shaw, and he is like really particular about the shower. He will fix the shower head. And
See-
we use the same shower.
When I was saying
Oh,
that
it was
earlier,
so
like
nice.
Jacob Shaw is another guy who's roped in there who was like, he's
Yep.
he likes things a particular way. That's
Yeah.
just how he is, and I see that with like all of you guys. Like, and I think that might be what led you to the job that you do.
I feel like just
Is
maintenance
that
in
gene,
general,
yeah.
you probably
Could
do are
be.
pretty particular.
Yeah.
I guess I am that way.
Yeah,
You're
I
definitely-
could
you
be,
are definitely fucking particular.
I could be that way, but I could also
I
like
try to pretend that I'm not.
sometimes
I know.
I'm just like, you know what?
I love
as
it.
long as it gets
I
done, I
respect
don't.
that.
I really don't care. Or like as long as like
That's the attitude you have on the floor when everybody's working.
yeah.
When you're in your office or you're in your locker or your shower,
And your safe space, if you will.
yeah. When you got your asshole hanging out,
You kind of like
That's
things
true,
a little bit
yeah,
the
yeah,
same.
you're pretty much this
Yeah.
is the way it is.
Yeah.
Now,
You got yeah.
I used to
Your
shower.
comfort showers.
I used to shower next to a couple of guys that we knew each other really well.
We always loved having our assholes hanging out
And-
together.
No, but it was like there's one guy in particular that we would take multiple wash rags to the shower, and we would throw the one we're not using over the top of the shower to the next guy.
It's dry.
Yeah.
And, but the people on the other side, all they see is on the other bank of showers, there's a dirty washcloth going from this one to that one, and the guy's like, "Did you wash your ass with it?" Yeah, thanks. And that's it. And then they drop it and kick it back over to me.
Yeah.
So you had other guys.
But
that,
that's so inconsiderate to let it hang over to another shower,
Well,
right?
the dry one. It's a
That's
dry
the
one.
Oh,
point.
yeah.
Dry one.
That's
It's a new one. Fresh.
There was
One of my favorite things is even if you're cool with a guy, like I've only ever done this like the one time. I would just go ahead and say Cody Powell if
Yeah.
you know him.
Oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
This is
I
great.
didn't. I,
Was
like,
he redheaded?
he did not deserve
I
this.
okay. I
and
just
it's
know some
not-
pals.
It's not like it was just a one-time thing. Worth it. Just take the towel, just throw it in the floor, just right there in front of him where he can see it. That one little subtle thing.
I'm honestly surprised
oh,
Cody showered at
so
work.
good.
yeah.
Pat
I'm surprised
McAfee's
he does.
running down
He's
the
got
ramp
his
right
shower
now.
just like the rest of us.
Oh, I'm sure he is
He's
very
doing it.
particular. Cody's a very particular guy. I like Cody.
Sorry.
Good dude.
There was a guy that we all know, we all love him. He's a great dude, but it's where I got my idea of it. He gets to the shower one day, and this is probably 15 years ago, back when you could be sort of gay out in the open, and everybody thought anything of it.
You can't do that now.
I feel like
Oh,
you can
you
do it
can
more
do it
now.
now.
You can definitely do it more now.
But HR is going to hear about it.
Not
Back
just that,
then-
it depends.
Oh,
like,
he's saying you can
used to-
sexually assault people.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
one guy goes to the shower, and there's somebody in a shower.
Okay.
So he says, "Hey, who's in shower 13?" The guy's like, "I am." He's like, "Well, you need to get the fuck out of there. That's my shower." And the guy's like, "Fuck you, find their shower." This guy
That's
says,
what I would say.
"If you don't come out, I'm gonna come in."
Come on in, buddy.
He did.
Yep.
Oh my God! I would push the motherfucker right out of that shower,
So
and I
many
would have said,
times.
"Come on in, then."
Yeah,
and he would have come. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
There's been several times.
Hit his head and fucking
Yeah,
die,
slip.
bro.
Well, you're like
Yes.
sitting there, like, and the
Just
motherfucker's
keep showering
bleeding.
and just leave.
It was one of the greatest things was when
Shit.
if you didn't know who was in the shower because it's like a new shower being used, you would walk by, and as you get past it, you'd reach behind you and grab the edge of the shower curtain and pull it open as you walk by to get into your shower,
Yeah.
and then jump in your shower.
Locker rooms have scarred me, and I'll tell you why. Because like when I was doing
people like me.
the hot yoga thing, I'd always wash after.
Fag.
But afterwards, I'm always cautious. I'm like,
Damn,
Gotta
really?
protect that butthole.
because you're always like a little cautious with like your towels, your underwear, your clothes. You're like, people might just like do the little like pull the curtain on the way out, or like because I've played sports my whole fucking
Yeah.
life. I've been in locker rooms and fucking dudes are assholes, and then you got to get them back, and then it's a thing. But
The hash swinging slasher. Where do
But
you think that
like-
came from?
yeah, and then like I'm not around those kind of people in that particular place.
You're an adult now.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, that shit still lingers though. You're like
Yeah.
the uncertainty of like someone will fuck with me.
exactly.
It's the I got my asshole hanging out kind of thing. It's like
For me, it started in high school.
yeah, that's where it starts
It's,
usually. Yeah,
it was after, hold on. It was after soccer,
Hold on.
it was after soccer practice, and
Soccer.
yeah. I know he's calling
We
me.
had like a
He
ice-
calling me.
the ice thing there, and the guy threw a bunch of ice on me in the shower.
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah.
It's a good
So
bit.
stupid,
I'm
yeah.
not upset with that.
Yeah.
However, you don't get to choose how I react to it.
That's true.
That's true.
So on
Because
the
you
way-
got to expect the next motherfucker could possibly go a little bit more than you did.
And I'm a
the
plus
ice
10
thing
kinda
should be
guy.
Yes,
warranted, though.
I am too. I get you. I feel you on that.
I want to follow you up with this. Keep going.
So on the way home from work or from school that day, I drove out of my way to the grocery store to grab some shit. The next day, after sports, we're back in the showers. I waited a long ass time to take my shower because I'm not missing my opportunity. This guy was the kind of guy that would dry off at the shower and then butt naked it back to his locker and just bend over and start going through his bag.
Fast. Oh shit.
I think they're assholes. Let me just go ahead and say that.
Talk about asshole out in the open.
We're all dudes. There's people who are excessive with that.
They
Yeah,
are. They like.
sure.
They like want to be the guy who's like.
The alpha
yeah,
male.
like-
Yeah.
Probably a little
we're all
gay.
dudes. Nobody really gives a fuck.
They're secretly
Yeah.
closeted.
There are people
man.
who try to make you give a fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I feel that. Yeah.
It's you got guys that walk up to you while you're tying your shoe, put their foot up on your bench, just so their dick can meet your face.
I've never had
That's
that.
what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
yeah,
Oh,
that's-
no. There are
that's
people
super
that do
gay.
that.
I know
Really?
what
I'm not
you're
that
talking
guy.
about.
I've never seen that. I've never had that. Yeah.
I'm just the
I
type
have.
of guy that walks out of the shower with my dick on my hey Jacob. He's like, oh god, and then I get ready,
Yeah,
But-
but you're not like,
Yeah.
we all know what
Not
it
trying to be
is.
super gay, just
But-
a little gay.
Yeah. Like he's
This-
looking for something.
This dude, after his shower,
He fishing.
I walked over and squirted nair in his ass crack.
Oh God.
Yeah, he was a hairy fucking dude.
them pores were open too, dog.
Yeah.
There. Oh.
And-
Yeah.
I hit that shit like down and back. Yeah,
Oh, you got the full streak.
I got the green mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Green mile.
What about the brown mile?
I got balls and all.
It
This
could
is
be
going
green
down.
though. Still.
Balls
It
and
could be-
all.
yeah, balls and
But-
all. From the ball sack, from the taint to the
It's,
up the stream. The
He gets a towel, starts wiping himself because the shit don't burn at first.
yeah.
Oh,
fuck?
it's about to.
Pretty soon, this motherfucker's hollering because this shit's eating the hair off his ass. Not my problem.
Not my problem.
He's already gotten dressed.
Yep.
Now he's going back in the shower.
Trying to wash
put
this shit
back
off.
on the same clothes. They got the nair in it.
That's a dub.
Yeah.
That is a dub.
Yeah, that's a
Chalk up one for the Palace of Petty.
From then on, it was like I had to be more cautious about how I did shit.
Yeah.
I had to pay more attention.
Right, yeah, because you
Well,
knew
I mean,
you would probably have one coming after that.
I knew
Worth it.
what it
Oh,
was
yeah.
gonna be. So it's like the shower's over, I turn the water off, sort of stand in the corner and wait.
Yeah, for the ice to be
Yeah.
You know,
for the boiling water this time.
that paranoia. You had that paranoia when you're in that little 4x4 little
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
crack the curtain open, start looking around, see if anybody's out there.
Dude,
'Cause you ain't gonna
the
get
same
got.
guy we were talking about earlier, where y'all may have been, but like, were either of y'all there for the COVID like ultra screens in the showers?
Yes,
Yeah, they were there for
all the way
that.
to the ceiling.
Did you get to hear Forrest
I was there, but I don't
beat
remember
the
it being that
shit
bad.
I did
out of
lemon-
one?
And it got that was my shower.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dude, that
that's
was
what
the
pissed me off
greatest thing
first.
ever. That made your shower way more popular.
Oh yeah,
By the way.
So when you talk about wanting to go from you're gonna 10 times whenever somebody fucks with you, it's going 10 times.
oh yeah, you gotta go up.
That's what I love about you. You said you gotta chalk it up 1 for the Palace of Petty. I gotta chalk it up 0.5 for the Palace of Petty whenever I ran into you with the golf cart. Because you knew you were like, we're both getting fired.
Yeah.
I know where this ends.
So
This motherfucker doesn't care. If I get him back, it's gonna be worse, and then we never end.
we've got another guy that we all love. I won't say his name on here because he's highly respected in the work field. I'll tell you guys afterwards. But him and I are working as just the two of us in a facility. It's everybody else is at a different part of the facility, just the two of us together. You got Croyle and Whitewater, both in spray bottles.
Oh dear God.
So Whitewater is nasty as shit.
Super nasty.
Depending on if you get
White water?
Yeah, it's stank.
it's an additive to keep rubber from sticking to itself.
Okay.
Let me just say,
Stank.
white water will wash off. Croyle.
It's the oil that creeps.
But
what they call
Croyle,
it.
So like the white or like the it'll wash off, but like there's still like a
It's-
oily
it
thing afterwards or
stinks.
something.
No,
It
it just
stinks.
stinks. It smells like
Yes.
shit.
Okay.
now the
Yes.
Croyle
So the
is
smell stays.
yeah, the Croyle is oily as shit, but it smells fruity.
Okay.
But it doesn't fucking leave, dude. That
Yeah.
shit will be on your hands for a month.
So
Sucks.
we the way it worked out,
That
I
was
don't.
excessive, but it's
Is this the
enough.
shit that's used like for like the tires? Like you it's like always on tires and shit.
No, it's used for it helps break down the rubber to like
Okay.
put around rolling surfaces to keep them sticking together.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember which one of us started it, but as soon as it started, we both knew we were either gonna like go as far as we could without getting fired, or we're both gonna go home to our wives
That's how
and be
fine.
like,
Yeah.
I'm a dumbass.
I got fired.
I guess I'm a dumbass.
we spent probably 5 minutes just watering each other down with this shit. I'm covered in fucking white water. He's covered in fucking Croyle. And
At night, your wife's like, "What's that smell?"
it's
Smells
at
like
one
cherries.
point we sort of looked at each
Does
other.
it?
We were like,
We should stop.
we need to
Now.
quit because whatever happens next is going to scar the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
And I remember what it was. So he had taken my golf cart and fucked with my golf cart.
Oh,
So-
I'm back with it.
I found his golf cart and I took the seat off of it.
All right, so let's take a break. Let's
let's
take a
take a
break.
piss break, 'cause I gotta
didn't
piss.
want- I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, I didn't either. We'll be back, guys.
Cheers.
There ain't much I can do with this thing.
All right, we're back, boys. We're back.
Yeah,
Oh, another
Pickens is like we're already kind of backwoods, but then you got Pickens is even back. It's backwoods in the backwoods, you know.
Oh, for sure.
So like South Carolina's already like
It's the back door of the back.
Alabama, South
back door.
Carolina.
That's right.
Florida's its own fucking thing. Florida, so you kind of seem like you would thrive in Florida.
No,
Nah, you know a motherfucker that would thrive in Florida is this.
Oh,
I
my
can
God.
see you. I can see you thriving in
He's
Florida
Florida
too.
man. When you hear Florida man fucking
Yeah.
steals alligator and uses it to
I
bite
ain't figured
bottles
you
open.
out
Love
yet,
that
Luke.
fucking
You got like something that's like underlined. You ain't telling nobody. Like I feel like there's some hidden something.
If
with
I
you.
could make close to the same money easily, I would have done anything to be in Florida 10 years ago.
suck dudes off. Hold on.
It's,
Hold on.
shit.
He said, hold on.
I ain't gay, but Florida, man.
Well, Florida's Florida.
Florida man. Florida man sucks dudes
I've
off.
never
for wage.
been to Miami, but like I work with some guys
Dude.
who've like been to Miami, and they're like,
Miami's cool as fuck.
I'm
like,
going for the
dude,
first time.
they said, dude,
in,
it's like
next month.
it's like
You going with your lady?
Yeah.
it's such a like fast city. Like you'll just see naked people on the beach, like
It's
basically.
me.
And,
It's me and Mitch.
you know.
So,
It's
Hey,
Mitch's fruit basket.
Did I tell you about my
take
South
my
Beach story?
sunglasses or naked like go to a different beach?
They have nude
I don't know
beaches.
about like dudes' dicks or nothing like that, but I think
Yes.
like you're gonna see like some topless women,
Dude's
some like
dicks.
I have a story for
That's
this.
gonna be the title of the podcast.
dudes,
Dude's
dudes'
dicks.
dicks.
I do have a South
Mitch
Beach story about
and
this.
Something
Oh.
else.
818 Beachfront Avenue.
That's right. So in
Ocean Avenue.
Miami South Beach, they have nude beaches.
Okay.
I went down there on my honeymoon.
Okay.
My buddy Jared and his wife went with us.
to the new beach, or just down to Miami.
The honeymoon
Okay.
to Miami. But Jared knew his way up and down the nude beaches. So he was like,
Sounds like him.
yeah.
When are we gonna get him on the podcast?
Dude.
Chris
Yeah.
Farley.
Dude,
I
I
wanna
swear
hear
to God,
from this dude.
I'd never met
Chris
the guy.
Farley
I'll
just
let him on
messaged you or called
Yeah,
you.
that's his real name. He's a Call of Duty guy. Where's the Call of Duty? That's what that
Chris
group's
Farley.
called.
Dude, I've never met this dude. I've never met Jared.
He's
I'd have him on the podcast with you.
talking about coming down this summer. So if he does, I'll holler at you guys.
Okay, yeah.
And
Let
he
me
will
know.
verify virtually every story I've ever told that involves me being stupid. But we're on South
We
Beach.
believe those. You don't
Yeah,
have
We
to.
believe him. Yeah, we believe him.
So we're walking down the beach. He's got the front of the cooler, I got the back of the cooler. And we like just passed the entrance of the nude beach. So like the girls are behind us doing girl shit. Jared and I are like kind of looking around. And he's looking towards the water. I'm looking towards the land, just like sweeping. And I walk into the back of the cooler. So I'm, what the fuck? And Jared's doing like the head nod towards the water. I look over and there's this girl come out of the water, like Colombian. Like, you know, just
Describe her.
I fucking like
It's
this.
just
Describe her.
like nice titties, nice ass, it's perfect everything. And
What's the comp? Actress. What comp?
you're gonna want to wait to hear the rest of the story.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
You kind of went down. You
so
ruined it.
Jared's like, this is the spot. All right, yeah, this is the spot. So we're like posting up and shit. And the women are just kind of like, you know, okay, this seems all right. So they start getting their towels out. All Jared and I are doing is like looking at the chicks and seeing where they're getting their towels at. Like, where are we going to be able to post up where we can still see them?
We could be posted up.
So it worked out where this Colombian chick comes out of the water and she's only say, 20 yards away from us, like right in the same area. So
Like Fast Times at Rosemont High comes out of the water.
bigger and better.
Bigger and better. That's not a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
And she's like totally naked. So we don't got to wait for her to bust
Nothing.
her shit out.
Yeah, nothing.
So
Bigger and better.
we're sitting there
Yeah.
watching this shit. She gets to her towel. And as soon as she got to the towel, there was just something about the way she was handling herself that didn't seem right with me. It just looked kind of clunky. Like I'd never seen a woman move that way. And
Big body.
Like,
Clumsy. No agility.
She
Like-
been, she been working out and she's sore.
sort of.
Yeah.
Like she was like really muscular, but she wasn't.
Got you.
Big hands, big feet.
Adam's apple.
So
We're guessing. We're doing some.
she sort of turns and like bends down, and from 20 yards away, that bitch had the biggest dick I've ever seen in my life. Like seen in person.
You never seen mine.
I've seen the dick you shower with,
You
and
haven't.
it was not that dick.
You haven't. It's also not that dick, but you haven't. I'm lying.
What I play with then?
You want to play with it?
No, I already have. But so you gotta be careful on South Beach. You know, as soon as I seen that tripod, I grabbed it back at the cooler and I was like, "Yo, this ain't it."
So, are you telling me like is South Beach the place not to go to?
No, it's the place to go to.
You're not convinced. You're convincing
Dude,
me
I
it's the
think
place
you're
to
gonna.
go to.
I think he's right. I think you're gonna
I mean,
fucking
like,
kill it down
if
there.
we're talking about like one dick,
Are you
compared
trying to
like,
have 100% of the population be fuckable? Then that is your place.
Okay, noted.
See, that's
Like honestly, I don't care. But if I'm
The
going
funniest-
to Miami, it would be fun to see.
There's
what
a lot of gay people
Miami
there.
Is.
And the funniest shit I seen on Miami was there was a gay dude. This shit. So there's the beach. There's like 60 yards of beach between the water and the road.
Okay.
Plenty of fucking room.
Yeah.
We're probably 30 yards right in the middle. 30 yards from the water, 30 yards from the road. There's a gay dude and like his little sand chair sitting there catching the sun. A straight guy.
How do you know he's gay?
I will tell you here in a second.
Okay.
A straight
So it's a dude right now.
Because he fucked him.
It's a dude. No, because my wife was with me, and that would have just made it awkward.
What have made it awkward?
Yeah, for her to hold the camera this time.
This time,
So
who's usually holding the
this straight dude gets in a chair like 5 yards in front of this gay dude. It's
Okay.
like 11 a.m. noon. The sun's there for everybody. There's no fucking shadows. The gay dude was ate up with the fact this straight dude was taking his son. So this white dude is like you, less gay, but he's just sitting there.
Which one of us is less gay?
The straight dude.
Okay.
The gay
with
dude.
that.
Less
As long as the gay
gay.
dude, as long as the gay dude's not less gay than me, I'm good.
No, the gay dude's losing his shit, hollering about the sunlight and all this
Shut
shit.
up about the sun.
The straight dude is just sitting there. Okay. Just letting him burn himself out. This gay dude goes and picks up his chair and sets it like 3 feet in front of him. Slams it down, sits
Bam.
in it. He's making a fucking point. The straight dude doesn't do shit. Just sits there and starts going about his business. Doesn't give a fuck about this other dude. That's why I'd say it's like you. This guy's losing his fucking mind, and this other guy doesn't even know he's there still.
I appreciate that. Cheers, man.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thanks. That's a good compliment. It's a good compliment.
I will say, you're there. You just don't care.
Oh, I know they're there. I know they're there, and I make it seem like I don't care. Just, I'm playing. I'm 2 steps ahead.
That was my thing I hated the most about you. Was as much as I lost my shit, and you guys would do what it took to get me there. It was
It's just natural.
no matter what I did, I just had to eat it. Because, like with Luker, I know how to get at him.
Yeah.
But I can build him back up pretty quick afterwards also.
That's right. Yeah.
With you, there's nothing fucking there.
There's nothing there, dude. Nothing there. Nothing
Like, you don't know if you won, if you lost.
Fuck it.
I know that I won.
It's
I'm
like,
winning all the time.
That's right.
it wasn't until like after we may have still been working together, but you and I were going somewhere together. And I just had to finally concede one day, and I was like, you know what? This shit's really been irritating the fuck out of me.
Look, man,
And,
I could tell you a stubborn motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was just
He
like,
just is stubborn.
Yeah.
I was just,
I'm just good at hiding it. I'm good
Yeah,
at hiding when
yeah.
I'm upset.
Yeah.
I was like, no matter what I do, you just don't give a fuck. And I was like, even when it's like the shit,
He don't want you to feel like you got to win.
That's right.
Even
I'm
though
good
you
at
got,
it, dude. I'm
even though
good at
you
it.
even though you got one,
That's the
he's not
petty
gonna let you
game,
know that you
dude.
know.
that's
coming
the,
That's
from
the
his
petty
brother.
game.
the no sell of everything. That's what irritated the fuck out
Dude,
of me.
look. You got to play the game without playing the game. You got to play the game, but people can't think you're playing the game.
So
And that's how you win the game.
when my ex-wife brought that bullshit dog home,
Oh, yeah, the German Shepherd.
Malinois, whatever the fuck it was,
Oh, yeah, same thing.
I didn't know at the time.
That's some shit
Apparently,
you say with your pinky out.
when the dog is on top, when the dog's on top of the covers and you're underneath the covers, and you're trying to get yourself some space by shooing the dog with your foot, I didn't know that was kicking the dog. I learned that later on during an argument. She told me that I was kicking the dog, to which I said, "I can show you how to kick a dog."
Did you do it?
So I'm not very familiar with it, but I've kicked a lot of shit, and I'm pretty sure I can nail this motherfucker.
I've got to say, I know how you are with animals, and I would be very surprised. Like if I seen you kick a dog, it would heavily surprise me, even if you did
Yeah,
not like
it's-
the dog.
You know something I have found out about?
It hurts you more than it would hurt it.
I would have kicked the wife easily.
Yeah.
I hated that dog. I should have just taken the dog to the pound in like a different city and just fucked both of them. But something I found out.
Fuck both of them.
Fuck.
Yeah, she went and got the dog from Pennsylvania. It wasn't my fucking dog, but it lived in my house, so I can get rid of the motherfucker. I'm just saying stuff for people that's looking for a way out.
I got you.
Something I have found out about myself recently. You two will probably not be surprised by this because you see the inside of me better than I do.
You been inside them?
I know what his insides are like.
Just my inner beauty.
Insides are everywhere.
Butthole was out, remember? He said that earlier.
Prolapse.
Prolapse. I want to see what your insides look like.
So I'm not sure if like my estrogen's gone up. I'm taking the wrong pills. If I've like hit bitch season, but I've been starting to get feelings.
Whoa.
I am not liking that shit.
About dudes?
Give me.
No.
Hold on. Could you elaborate on this?
What do you mean?
I seen somebody fall the other day.
Oh, that shit was funny.
Normally it would be.
No, it's funny. I promise you.
Okay, when I first seen it, the shit was funny.
Yeah.
But
I'm good.
as I was
Sympathy
like,
started to take over.
as I was driving by them slowly and like trying to laugh and not be seen, I started feeling bad for them because I don't think they could functionally get back up. It was a big bitch.
Oh, like cockroach. Like kind of like too big to kind of like.
She wasn't turtling.
Okay. A beetle. Like a beetle?
I just think that
I just pictured a fucking big girl trying to get up on like
Dude,
their
I
back.
picture somebody right in front of G-Lab, like rolling over, and Mitch driving by on the golf cart, like,
Nah, he wasn't driving by. He walked by so they could see him.
yeah,
probably talked to myself too. That shit hurt, didn't it? A little bit.
yeah.
That shit still blows my mind.
Oh, that shit's the greatest,
The
man.
dude's just walking beside you and you're like having the conversation and he's not saying a fucking
Dude,
word.
People falling will always be funny to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a like fart jokes or some shit. Like when someone farts, you're like,
So Louis C.K. said one time that
We'll call it Louis C.K. now.
you don't have to be stupid to laugh at fart jokes. You have to be stupid to not think they're funny. Fart jokes are always going to be
they're
funny.
always funny.
Somebody getting hurt is always going to be funny, even if it's you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, it's
Yeah.
there's been a lot of times where I fuck myself up, and I get up and walk it off, make sure no one sees me.
Uh huh.
I go behind the house, cry a little bit, and then it's like I was doing some dumb shit that was kind of funny.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish I could have seen that shit.
I know Luker's got some stories where he fucked himself up, but he ain't gonna share, man. He ain't gonna share none of them.
No, I will. It's hard to just think about
It's
one
hard
on
to
the
just think
spot.
of them on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
okay.
will
I'm putting you on the
say,
spot. I'm putting you
I
on
don't
the
know if I
spot.
told you about like my youngest brother. I actually didn't get to see him for like 10 or 15 years. And the first thing I told him, because I just now got to see him again, like found out where he was and everything. The first thing I told him was that I used to think it was hilarious the way he hit the ground when he fell when he was a kid. That's the first shit I told him. 'Cause
That's
it was
funny
always
shit.
like muddy outside, and when he would fall,
funny
he'd
when you
get
fall.
mad as fuck, and he would wake up and be like, "Look what you did!" And that was my favorite thing. So I'd like set traps and shit for him. Like,
Trap
to
master.
make this
The
little
trap
fucking ball.
master.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I will say that.
What about the broomstick?
Oh dear.
I don't know about the
God.
broomstick. I don't know about the broomstick.
Broomstick made me mad.
Let's hear about the broomstick,
made me
man.
mad.
Let's hear about the broomstick.
All right, I'll tell you. I'll go with the broomstick story. So, basically, before my daddy died, me, my brother, and my daddy, like, really redneck type of situation. But we're all building a shed on my land that I've just got, right? Like just a shed, want to build some stuff. But so the roof on this shed, it's not like a A-frame type roof. It's just like the lean-to style.
Yeah, I got you.
So I'm on the high side, on like the very top step of a ladder, right? Like hands reached out, right? Very top step, like leaned over. If I fall, I'm getting hurt badly.
Okay.
My brother's on the ground watching me, not doing a fucking thing. Right. Just sitting there.
Older or
thumping
younger?
ass. Younger.
Okay.
Younger.
Oh, the younger brother?
Yeah. And
How many years? Sorry.
Like one. Right around one.
Okay.
They had me.
It's like slightly younger, yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, he's just sitting around, fucking around, not doing nothing. The only thing he's got in his hand is a broom. Okay. He's just looking at me, sitting down there with the broom and looking at me, and I'm leaned over, like. So he decides that it's
push your
time.
feet.
Yeah. Like it's no. He decides to take this broomstick and as hard as he can
In the ass?
with as much reach as he's got from the ground. He didn't get on the ladder, but right in the ass. So I like immediately. I don't know. It was the fastest I've ever got back.
Like, whoop!
I like grab roof, almost fall, hit the ground. He starts laughing and running at the same time. He knows I'm gonna be pissed. I like fiddle my little feet and find my way back to the ladder. I get back to the ground. I didn't even chase him. He finally gets back, and I'm like, "You got two options." He knew I was mad. I wasn't even like. I was like,
I'm trying to meet your brother.
I told him he has two options. I was like, you can take the broom right back right now, or it's gonna come later, and it's gonna be bad, like aggressive.
Yeah.
You have the
want-
sawzall to the golf cart, or
Yes.
you
Like-
can do this job
Like,
yourself.
you might have to get help because I'm real mad about this, and I'm hanging on to it. I'm gonna purposely hang on to it.
Yeah.
So
I'm hanging on to it.
there, in the fucking white concrete, like 95 degrees, he's like, okay.
Take it now.
Oh yeah.
So he knew.
He
He knew.
accepted it. He
Yeah, he
knew
knew.
what it was gonna be.
He knew it was up.
Did it the first time, and he reacted, and I was like, buddy.
Uh-oh.
I was like,
You got to take it right in the
yep.
ass.
I was like, you gonna close your fucking eyes, you gonna breathe, and you ain't gonna hear nothing. That's the only way this gets done. So he accepted it, and now we're good.
We good?
That all
Y'all
went on.
good now?
But I would still have it waiting for him today if he didn't. That's the broomstick.
My favorite part about that story is looking in the background and seeing Mitch drinking a fucking 40-ounce Miller High Life laughing.
Yes. He knows this story.
He came in to work the next day and told me that shit.
Dude, I was still mad.
It was-
I was still mad.
Wasn't that and I?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that. All you heard all day yelling in the office was, "You need to get over here and take this fucking broom."
Yeah.
Whenever we were on a ladder, we always looked down at each other from then on. Like if somebody had a broom nearby.
Yeah, of course.
And I was like, don't.
Let's
I enjoyed it.
It's been good, guys. It's been a good podcast,
For
and
real.
As always.
dude, it's just a good duo. It's just a good duo.
Yeah, it's
Both
fun
you
to
guys
get
on.
these two together. I always, I like both of you
I like to get him started.
isolated, but when you get
Yes.
the two of you together, it's like a fun
It's
mixture.
For
Yeah,
sure.
For sure.
Yeah, I've got a lot of love for you guys.
I love you too, man.
These two, I'm not gonna lie.
Excuse me.
They frustrate the hell out of me. Really,
Not
Brian.
us.
It's
he
like
exaggerates, man.
I remember telling Luker one day, like shortly after we got Bryant. Yeah, Luker and I were going somewhere,
was
and I was
the
like,
day.
"Look, dude, I don't know what the fuck you two have going on,
Dude,
but
we do.
something's got to fucking stop."
We went in our 40s. You know?
Yeah.
I'm
You're dealing with
that's
some
what I heard.
young 20-year-olds who got high energy, and you like ready to chill out.
That's not even it, because I'm just as stupid as everybody else. It's just like,
No way.
like, I have a comfort level that I like staying in. And like Luker and I, we can work together
This is me. Pulling
Yeah.
them out. Pulling
Yeah.
them out. Pulling
8
them
days
out.
a week and never have a problem. We did it for years. But
I'll drag a motherfucker to deep waters.
and
You do that to both of us, though.
I do it to everybody.
Yeah.
what's
I do it to everybody.
what's bad
Except
about
for
it
him.
is
We don't.
Brian, you don't know you're getting fucked until you're fucked.
Yeah, you're already like so deep to where like as soon as you realize, don't matter.
Because it's like
D-
you
like-
want to do dumb shit too. And it's not like we're like, he's sitting there like, hey, man, let's do dumb shit. He's just not telling us no.
That is so.
Oh yeah,
fucking
no,
accurate.
no is into my
That is
arsenal.
right
I'll do it.
to
Let's
the
do it.
core.
How many times?
I'll jump in that bitch. Let's go.
Dude, I'll be
How-
like 90% through doing something I would never fucking do, and then be like, but that last 10%, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Not
you-
go back? No, you're sending it all the way.
How many times would I sit there and just be like, the fuck are we doing? How do we get to here? If I'm the voice of reason, we have fucked up.
That is fucked up. If you're the voice of reason, it's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, it's like normally people come to me and they're like, hey, we need to chill this out. When I'm the guy saying it,
Hey, we'll try it. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Fuck it.
We'll fucking try it.
Fuck it.
What's the worst thing that
Fuck it,
happened?
bitch. Say fuck it.
It's
Fuck
a-
it.
I mean, when management came to me and told me that shit, and I was like, look, you guys got the wrong guy. You need to bring him back. I'm not that guy.
Podcast.
Yeah, that's right. Cheers, guys. It's been good.
Cheers,
Yeah.
y'all. It's been fun.
Cheers, man.
Good to see you guys.
GG, yeah. Good to see y'all, man.
Yep. It's been good, boys, and we'll do it again.
All right, cool.
Cheers, guys.
See you guys.
Cheers.